Class 7 Civics, Chapter 5 Women Change the World. Students, in the previous chapter, we discussed about the women and their household work. So, since morning till night, she used to do the household work as a housewife, but that work is not countable. And people believe that this all work are not to be paid. So, since morning till night she work, but she are not paid. Nobody care for her work. So these type of thinking which we saw in the previous chapter. Now we are going to study about nowadays the main idea about the woman, what she feels, what happening with her in society, how she used to be discriminate, how she have to be struggle for their education, and how she have to think about like what type of occupation she have to do according to the society. So this type of opinion what the people they have and what she is facing in her life, we are going to see that now. So inside this next page, when you will see, you can solve this all thing. After solving it, you can see that one teacher, that Rosik ma'am, in her class there are 30 children. So when they solve this exercise, what they saw, that mainly if we will see the teacher, so the male teacher are 5 and the female teacher are 25. It means that people believe that the teacher job is good for female, but in the another side for the farmer it's 30 for male and 0 for female. In factory worker, 25 for male and 5 for female. It means in factory the female cannot work or very less female work. Next in nurse, 0 for male and 30 for female. It means that nurse work are good for female. So they believe that this nursing thing, in because female they care more, and that's the reason in all nurse are female. Next, scientist, total 25 and female only 5 scientists. People believe that this technical work female they cannot do, and that's the reason the category, the numbers of female here are less. Pilot also only 27 are male and 3 are female. So this type of data came out when she took this exercise in her class. When we will see the next topic under this, fewer opportunities and expectations. There is a word stereotype. It means when people fixed image for a particular group, as like we made a fixed image for the female that they are very soft hearted, they cannot do any technical work, and that's why students made that type of graph. Next we are going to study about Lakshmi Lakra. She is from Jharkhand. At the age of 27 year, she was working as a railway that railway, I'm talking about the northern side, in the railway side. So she's the first woman engine driver. So that's why how she's different from others, as she's shown here, that from childhood days she loved to struggle, even though she always take everything as a challenge and she never give up. So from childhood days she completed her government's her studies from government school, and her family were not so much rich. They were belongs from the poor family, but still they managed her education. And afterwards she loved to do the all odd jobs what the mainly female they don't do, as like driving bike or doing diploma in electronics. On that time female they don't do so much. So and at last, after completing her first after qualifying in the first exam of this railway board, she passed it in the first attempt and she became the e- railway a driver, engine driver. So railway engine driver she became. So it is very important to understand that we all are staying in society where we have to follow their expectations. As like if any boy, as like here there's the story about Javier. So that Javier boy, he's good in art subjects, as like he scored good marks in literature and history, but their parents are not so much happy because he scored less marks in mathematics and science. So that was the reason that how he faced problem, how he faced pressure from his parents side. And not only female, even male also having some problem, as like do that type of job where they can earn more money. So these type of problems what the male also face in their life. When we will see the another story about the female, learning for challenge. So we have here as the story of Ramabhai, where she faced problem for her daughter, where in the year of 1858 to 1922, where on that time the females were not getting the education, and on that time they never go towards the school for taking the education. So finally, that girl, she learned education from her parents, from father and mother, and after learning, she were known as Pandita, because she learned, she could read the and write the Sanskrit language. So this was the great achievement for her on that time. Without going towards the school, she learned this all thing. Next, we are going to see the learning for change. Inside this, people always move towards the school for getting some knowledge, and nowadays in school also they brought a lot of changes that all different kinds of students can get education, those who are good or those who are not so much good. But in past, as like we are going to discuss about the next story about Rash Sundari Devi in the year of 1800 to 1890, when female were not allowed to move towards the school, who was she was born in West Bengal. All we are talking about the story about 200 years ago. At the age of 60, she wrote her autobiography in Bangla. So her book titled Amar Jeevan. So inside this, she was the first female who write this autobiography. And inside this, she wrote written everything about her life, what the problem she is facing. On that time, female were not allowed to get education. If somebody used to move towards to take some education, in that case they were told that it is not good for the family members, or it will harm them, or that female she will become a widow. So these type of problem what the female they faced. So they think that if somebody is taking education, it means that is bad luck for their family members. But still, ill this Rash Sundari Devi, she tried to study at her home, while seeing from their sons and how they're studying, and while learning a small word, while taking out some papers from the Chaitanya Bhagat, and she learned, and she at last she written the autobiography. So schooling and education today. So if we are talking about today's education, according to the census which used to take in every 10 years, so now both male and female are getting education, even though male they are getting more than the comparatively females. But this data, when we will study much more deeply about this data, which you can see that if we are talking about all or SC or ST, where SC and ST children's are getting less, they used to drop out in between. But the other hand side, both are getting education nowadays, especially in some areas. We can see that some Muslim girls are also getting less education, and the family members they are not sending them. Or in the another hand side, some Dalit or Adivasis family members were also unable to send their children to for the education, for the school education. Or some poor families also unable to send their children because they're having less money, they can't afford that school fees. So these type of problems what the uh, families they face for the education of their children. We know that recently government had started that Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan, which was started in 2014, in where they are giving they are motivating students for taking education. Students, you can study more about this. Next, where you can see this graph and you can make it more rest of the graphs which are given in your textbook. Next, we have women's movement. Inside this, female since starting they are trying to get the same equality what the male they are getting. They want to move as like the boys, they are moving towards the school for taking the education. Not only this much, female they are all are becoming one for this movement. They all get together and they increase their voice for this equality. When we will see this campaigning inside this, they always move for asking for the same equality what the male they are getting. Next, we can see one law which was passed in 2006, which was related to the discrimination and violence against the women. And next, in the year of 1997, according to this, for protecting women against sexual harassment and at the workplace and within education institutions. When we'll see in the 1980s, for example, women's groups across the world spoke out against dairy deaths. So on that time, so many females, they used to be people used to burn them or kill them just for asking for the dairy. Here you can see this female, she is sitting after that her name is Satyarani, an active member of women's movement. She's sitting here on the steps of the Supreme Court, surrounded by legal files gathered during the course of legal battle to seek justice for her daughter who was murdered for dairy. So her daughter was murdered for dairy, and after completing this all case, she was sitting in front of this court. Next, when we will see the another story about raising awareness, people nowadays are making so many posters, and they all get together on the day of 8th March, which were known as Women's Day, for asking for the equality. Where you can see here. Thank you, students.